Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all is well with you and your families. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nancy and let's get right into why be an atheist. Why take that path? Why? Who wakes you up in the morning? Who gives you the strength to go day by day? Who helps you fight your battles? Who helps you not to give up? You know, I had million questions when my daughter told me that she don't believe in God. She's an atheist. So of course she was met with anger, disappointment, resentment, and all these feelings from me, because I did not understand why a child would choose that path when we as parents have tried our best to raise an environment where, you know, if you train a child the way they should go, then when they grow up, they will just continue with how you train them. That's what we thought. So I couldn't understand why my own child would choose that path when we tried our best to train them in godly kind of living. So yeah, it was just a mess. So the information I'm going to share with you guys is just based with the discussions that I have heard with my daughter over the years, and some research that I did, because I did not understand this world of atheism. That's how you pronounce it, atheism? Atheism, something like that, you understand. So I did not understand that world. I thought it was satanic. I just thought it was satanic. How could somebody say they don't believe in God? What do they believe in then? Because if you don't believe in God, you have to believe in something. What is waking you up? Who made you? You gotta have something that you are believing in. So I did not understand. So I had to do some research to understand what this thing was that my daughter had decided to take, you know. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. So usually a person who's an atheist, according to what I have discovered, is that they are led to be an atheist because of circumstances in their life. Let's say maybe death or something happened, then they would say this thing wouldn't have happened if really there was a God. Or why is it the people are suffering like this? Why a kid would die? Or why would some kids be hungry in the world if there's a God? So he doesn't care if there's a God, so there must be no God, really. That's most of the reasons, like, yeah, you know, with some things that I've read about this thing. But according to my daughter, she says, yeah, well, religion is too oppressive, and the people who claims to know God are the meanest people, and you can't do anything. Too many rules. Either if you become really a Christian person, then you can't have fun. It's boring. It's too much. So that's why she claims that's the reason why she's an atheist, because it's too oppressive. Religion is too oppressive. And the big one that she used to talk about is like, well, the Bible claims that if you know God, miracles are supposed to be happening, and she claims she hasn't seen any miracle since she ever went to church. And that, well, if the apostle, like Apostle Paul or apostles in the Bible, they did miracles that people would see. So why is it nowadays we see apostles, we see prophets and this, and they claim to be, but we haven't seen anything? So it's more like this world of atheism, they are not set that they are like that. They are saying they can change according to evidence. They are saying your God that you claim there is a God, we haven't seen evidence of anything. So, for example, my daughter, when I was working with this special needs kids, I would come home, you know, frustrated, like, you know, just like, wow, with sad stories that I would have witnessed at my workplace with the kids that I work with. And then I remember this incident that really got me at work, that was just so sad, and really it bothered me. I was really sad. So when I was sharing that with my family, then my daughter was like, you know what, that's why I don't believe there's a God, because now you claim that you believe in God. Why don't you use the power you have within you to heal those kids that you work with? Why is it the kids that you're working with are suffering? Why would there be a child with no eyes, or why would be a child with this? You know, that's what she was asking me. And so she was like, so if you claim to have a God, then use that power and go heal the kids that you're working with. Ooh, it bothered me. It bothered me, because I was like, okay, all right, I hear that. Yeah, if I know God, we are supposed to, because God dwells within us, it means we have the power within us. So why can't I? This was now in me. It really bothered me. The next day at work, guys, I went there. I was sitting with one of the students who didn't have, she didn't have eyes. So I just hold her hands. I was like, God, I try to use my faith. Hey, I hold the girl and I closed my eyes. I remember this so well. I was like, God, with the power that you have given us, I used my faith, guys. I prayed inside me. I didn't pray loud. I was just praying. I was like, let this guy, you know, it's, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just thought, okay, I want to see, maybe because I didn't believe that this can happen, it can really happen. So let me do this. And when I said amen and opened my eyes, I thought, okay, let me see her. Maybe she has eyes now. Oh, God. But that moment changed my life, because when I opened my eyes, I will never forget, I saw her crying. Her tears were running down her cheeks, but she was smiling. I did not know what it meant. I saw her tears and a smile, but I did not know what it meant. The whole situation just reflected back to me at that moment, and I was like, oh God, here am I working with these kids with special needs, and maybe you are saying something. What am I blind within myself that you know, I won't get into details, but it was just a moment, you know, those moments where it changes you. That was a moment. So that was my daughter's claim. That's why she claims to be an atheist, because she just feels like, well, if your God is really there, then you Christians, or those people who claim to say there's a God, you are supposed to show us there's a God. There must be evidence. So because there's no evidence, then I don't need to believe. I was like, oh God. Oh God, what does this mean? You know, what does this mean? So anyways, guys, so basically atheists, according to my own daughter, she says they only strive to pursue things that makes them happy. They don't go with any commands or any laws of anybody. They have their own laws, their own commandments, actually. Do what makes you happy. Live at peace with everyone. That's what they are saying. With no judgment of anyone. There's no... It's so many... I really don't know. Like they're saying religion or religious people, they just want something to lean on, yet they are not believing really on what they are claiming. That's why we don't have the power that we claim, because they are saying if you're saying there's this powerful God, then you need to prove it. Since you can't prove it, it means you yourself don't believe it. So then they're saying it means that religion is like playing lottery. You're hoping to make it to heaven. That's all it is. Hoping to make it to that heaven that you have in your head, that, oh, I'm in good books with God, yet we are truly not believing. That's what they claim. So yeah, it's complicated. And with my own research, I just find it so interesting. Very sad that you spend all your years training your child the way they should go, so that when they are old, they don't depart from those ways. And then for you to be going back and forth arguing about, no, there is God, yet you are being asked to perform a miracle that you yourself are not at that level. Miracles are happening. They are happening all over the world, every day. But when you are faced with a situation where you are asked, okay, well, prove it. Prove your God. How can I prove my God? Maybe I am trying to grow. I'm also like, maybe I'm still a babe in the Christian world. I'm not yet a son or, you know, a mature Christian. So when you're faced with that, it just makes you go deeper into yourself and say, okay, God, now you work on me so much so that if it means you using me, transforming me so drastically that my own children will call me blessed. Transform me so that my own children will call me blessed, and they will seek you and turn away from this path they have taken. It just changes you, like, wow, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And then you come out of that blame thing, let go of the guilt, like, okay, I did my best to train the child like I'm supposed to do. But what I've realized, guys, is that I am not responsible for my adult kids' decisions. But the sad part is these adult children, they fail to recognize that, yes, they are responsible of making their own decision. But at the end of the day, their decisions that they make will still affect your parents, you know. So as much as I'm not responsible for their decision will still affect us. So I wish the kids will understand that, you know. But I discovered this whole thing. I wanted to destroy like at first when I discovered this thing, she had these Buddha sculptures. And oh my goodness, that's when I was met with anger. I wanted to take those Buddha things and just crush it. But in that moment, I thank God. I thank God that He showed up in that moment. And then in my spirit just told me, okay, now if you do that, that shaky bridge that you had with your daughter, it's now going to be destroyed. And she's just going to automatically be stuck in that thing that she's claiming to be. She'll be stuck in that world because you would have demonstrated that your God is an angry God. And God is not an angry God. We all know that God is loving. So if I had reacted in that manner where I destroyed all those Buddha sculptures and acted like, you know, maybe, yeah, my actions were going to be, I would have justified my actions because I would have said, well, this is my house, you don't bring these things. Just like if it's you know, with other people's house, maybe if I bring my Jesus, they'll say, oh, we don't do that there. So I felt that justified in that moment, that I can destroy this, burn it, do whatever. But thank God he stopped me. I did not react in that manner. I just talked to her and say, you know what? Yeah, I respect your choices, but also respect this house. You know, we don't want to be fighting about our gods. I don't know what this is. Just said, you know what? I'm not going to force things. In God's time, hopefully, in God's timing, I just hope that she will see that miracle she needs to see. See the evidence that she needs to see, and then she'll go back in the right path. So yeah, my first reaction was just wrong because it created more tension between us. But once I realized I needed to let go and let God, when I did that, then I realized also myself that, well, while I was still a sinner, Jesus died for me, and I don't even deserve it. So why shouldn't I forgive my daughter? Why shouldn't I just, you know what, respect whatever her choices and keep on praying for her? So that's what I chose. I said, you know what can I do? I can't not drag her to church. She's an adult. I can't force her to believe in my God. I can't do that. So all I can do is just pray and pray again and pray some more. I also decided at that time to just forgive myself for my carnal ways, because maybe I was, not maybe, I know I was a carnal Christian. I would claim to know God, yet maybe my action and what I did was different. So also that will contribute to your kid not believing, because you'll be like, you're a hypocrite. You claim to say there's a God. God is love, yet you are acting in another manner. So yeah, I had to forgive myself for my carnal ways, and I also prayed that God will also enter into her so that she can forgive me for my carnal ways. So prayed that I will forgive her for choosing that path and be able to love her the same. So I asked God, the way you loved me while I was a sinner, help me to just love my daughter while she is walking down the path, not to resent her because of the decision she has made. So I had to pray for that. Once I let go of the anger, the bitterness, the disappointment and all those things, I just realized, like, I just knew that this fight, once I did all the research on this atheism world, I knew at that point that this battle was not mine. And for me to win this battle, I was just going to win this battle on my knees. And only God is the only one who can pull her back to Him. Only Him can do it, not me. All I can do is just keep on praying. That's all I'm doing right now, guys. I won't lose hope. I will just keep on praying for my daughter. Hopefully, she will see that miracle, that evidence that will turn things around, you know. So guys, if you are in a similar situation like this, oh, I am praying for you. I am really praying for you. You pray for us too. We can only love these kids, care for them, and keep on praying and be hopeful and never give up on them, because at the end of the day, we know that there's only but one God, the only one power, the only God there is. He's God by Himself. Nothing surprises Him. He knew all these things that are happening. He knew that they were going to happen. So really, at the end of the day, He is able. He will be able to pull them back to Him. He knows what to do. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. And you have a blessed week. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.